Well, hello there everyone. Welcome to this video. You know who I am, E.T. Templar, alien crusader from beyond the heavens, here to entertain and destroy through the power, me magic, and we are reacting to something very stupid, and it comes from, of course, TikTok. So, just hold on. We have some bullshit to look at, and it's pretty big pile of bullshit. So just prepare yourself and let me turn on this display and we'll get into fuck it.
Would the United States trade all of our black people for wealth and resources? This question comes from a paper and short story made by Derek Bell, who's a critical race scholar.
Okay, let's rewind that. Short story. So this is already based off of fiction. Last time I checked, fiction didn't have any moral relevance on a society or a group of people because it's fucking fiction, as in a fake made-up story. So,
and short story made by Derek Bell, who's a critical race scholar. It's often used as a thought experiment in ethics, morality, economics, and racism. Okay, so boom, aliens come to Earth. They tell the American government, we will give you enough gold to pay your national debt, we will get rid of pollution, and we will give you a renewable source of energy if you give us all your black people. America thinks about it, they vote, and they send all the black people to space. And if your initial response isn't, we would never, but is more like, the US might do that, then that speaks to how American progress might be more valued than black human life.
First off, this is all based off a theory, right? Of critical race theory. So here on Google, I have, here's what's similar to a theory. These are words similar to a theory. Hypothesis, thesis, conjecture, supposition, speculation, and postulation. Now, a theory is just a theory that is just something that someone comes up with that needs to be proven with statistics, facts, maybe experimentation, right? So here we have this supposedly educated black woman here telling this fictional short story and is in herself being racist because she's assuming that most the people in American government are indeed white when there's minority. Not much, but there's minority there. And not only that, I don't know if this woman is aware that there's a United States Constitution. The government couldn't just round up all the black people and give them over to aliens for resources, gold, technology, and to clean up the environment, okay? It just wouldn't happen. And plus, the American politician on the whole is a coward chicken shit and wouldn't do this anyway. So it's just funny how this person also plays off as the moral high ground, as if the rules were if the rules were switched. You can't honestly tell me that African Americans wouldn't do the same thing, right? Because they'd be ridding themselves of a ethnic aggressor? Of course they would. And I've already seen shit on Twitter where it's Black Panther or these black radicals saying that they want to kill all white people. So again, this person here probably is one of these people that says African Americans can't be racist for whatever reason, which is just moronic and wrong. So this whole idea of her pushing this horseshit thing is based off a fictional fucking short story and a theory, race theory, critical race theory, which is a theory and hasn't been proven. So, but again, this woman's the kind of person who says, all white people are the devil, all white people culturally appropriate, all white people do bad things, and that's just not the case. And again, TikTok is just a breeding ground of shitheads and retards like this who just want to stir the ethnic, violence, cauldron because they can. And, again, the definition of theory, a supposition or system of ideas intended to explain something. So to explain something, not prove something. But you know what? Let's just replay this again and see what else I can pick apart. Would
the United States trade all of our black people for wealth and resources? This question comes from a paper and short story made by Derek Bell, who's a
paper and short story. It's not like a peer-reviewed. There's no facts whatsoever. Again, linked to any of this. This is just some asshole's shitty fucking short story.
critical race scholar. It's often used as a thought experiment in ethics, morality, economics.
Thought experiment. Experiment being the key word.
Economics and racism. Okay, so boom, aliens come to Earth. They tell the American government, we will give you enough gold to pay your national debt, we will get rid of pollution, and we will give you a renewable source of energy if you give us all your black people. America thinks about it, they vote, and they send all the black people to space. And if you
So she's also being racist here because she's insinuating that all Americans are white. I mean, last time I checked, I think there was quite a big variety of ethnic mixing bowl here in the United States. It's not just white people. You know, you have African Americans, Pacific Islanders, Asians, Chinese, Koreans, need I say more, Creole, Native Americans. So she, in her own self here, is being a racist bitch and just assuming that all Americans are white people. So, way to come off looking like a racist asshole while trying to push this bullshit idea of critical race theory, which is a theory that basically states all white people are evil and that white people never contributed anything to society. We just conquered, stole, raped, and pillaged, which again is racism in itself. So these are just communist Marxist shitheads who just run with their own horse shit to divide Americans up and to essentially, you know, make America a shittier place like the rest of the world. So don't let this individual ruin the image of everyone else. And that's just my opinion on it. Then again, you know, anything coming from TikTok is expected to be, you know, mildly retarded. And I saw this shit on Twitter. I'm like, oh boy. Then I clicked on it. So yeah, this woman, it's so funny how she's being a racist, ignorant retard while trying to insinuate the idea that all white people would hand over African Americans to aliens for technology gold and to clean an environment. Which, again, it's funny, you know, not to repeat myself again, but if the shoe was on the other foot, of course they'd be doing the same thing. But of course, the mighty and noble African American has no faults, no issues, no problems. They're as righteous can be, and they would never do anything like that. Even though I've personally seen videos of African Americans wanting to push the idea of killing all the whiteys. So again, for this educated person to push this horse shit, it's just really rich. And I'll end this video here. Drop a like, drop a dislike, comment below, and if you believe critical race theory is horseshit, please chime in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. God bless, stay safe, and just watch out for the racist assholes like this person.